Definitely into the playoff rounds here. Ball's on the far side of the field, moving closer to us. Very close to the touchline, brings it back inside. Referee indicates not releasing the ball in the breakdown, so the ball will be awarded to blue. They've chosen to kick to touch, and so they will have the throw-in at the line out from where the ball crossed the touchline. Ball is away, towards the middle of the field. Doesn't quite go to hand, goes backwards, so play on. But it is kicked forward. And SoCon Sharks are on the chase. It is picked up by Liberty, and a massive tackle is made. Brought down immediately. The ball is still in the hands of Liberty. They're fighting back, but getting driven back in tackles, breaking tackles. Plenty of action here. You really see the intensity and a desire to impose their will on each other. And currently everyone is still quite fresh, so we've seen a lot of high energy at this point. Kicked forward and chased, but picked up by the Sharks, defended in their own half. Very close to the touchline, turned over by Liberty, and they scored a try. So back to the match at hand, and the kick is away by Blue. Bounced once, twice, into the hands of the Sharks. Looking for some space, running sideways. Eventually gets the ball out. There's a couple of quick cuts, but it's brought down by the defenders. Ball looks like it's moving in the direction of Blue. Goes backwards, so it's still in hand for Blue. Side to side here, not getting too much forward yards just yet. Now they're set up, ready to attack. Ball is out through the hands once, twice, 3, 4 passes. Now trying to go to the corner. Snapped up by a couple of defenders. Get isolated, but Blue still manages to hold on to the ball. Driving forward. That try zone. Well within the opponent's 22. Comes back to the right. Quick inside pass. Ends up becoming a turnover into the hands of the Sharks, who immediately give it back over to Blue, who chip ahead and give it back to Sharks, who are running it back down the touchline and steps into touch. Ball will be to Blue. Can you guys like? And the ball is in to the hands of Blue. 1-2 passes, moving across the field, right to left. And down the far sideline, brought down by a couple of defenders. Back inside, but cutting it back to the short side of the field. Putting space out here to the right. Ball eventually starts to move out to the right. Down to the right to the center of the field. And the score is tried by, a try is scored by blue. And the kick is away from the restart. Fielded cleanly. Tries to make a defender miss, isn't successful, eventually gets the ball out. Ends up kicking a bit of a grubber, it's still rolling, but picked up by blue under heavy pressure from the defense, stuck right where he caught it. Not able to move forward just yet. Ball in hands, now through the hands, one, makes a defender miss, brought down, but offloads. Good tackle. Referee has marked the penalty and called time on the clock. Time back on it. It was potentially an injured player that he was looking to. Quick tap. Here we go. The ball is on the move, middle of the field, brought down. And penalty for diving into the ruck, leaving your feet. So ball to the Sharks. They will take the quick tap once again. Now moving to the right. Far side of the field, maintain ball possession. Coming back towards the center. Makes a man miss. Gets some open space, looking to utilize his considerable speed. And does so successfully, dotting down in the try zone. Waiting the conversion. He's on the other side of the 22, playing his space. Up and just to the left. Certainly had the distance, but to the left. His left, our right, as we face the field. Kick is away. Bounces once, bounced around, and it's up in the hands of the Sharks, who brought down an heavy tackle. Through the hands once, twice, three times, looking for the edge, gets it out to the edge, cuts it back inside. It's spun around, loses the ball before he goes out of bounds. Keeps it in, but picked up by the players in blue, who successfully brings that in. Ball is recycled back through the hands, knocked down, ball's on it. Continues to work the ball to the left, far side of the field, looking to move forward and not able to, driven back by a couple of defenders, getting extremely close to that try zone of their own half, attempting to drive it out, just crossed the 5-meter mark. continuing to maintain ball and kick, but charged down, caught by blue, kicked again, bounces a couple of times, hasn't gone out yet, picked up by red, ran back, far side of the field, keeping it on the short side, passes inside, picked up again by red, brought down, heavy contact area, ball finally comes out, starts moving to the near side of the field, looking for some space, spinning around a couple of times, trying to break a tackle, eventually held up, it's not moving anywhere, and it's been stolen by blue in the tackle. It comes out, now through the hands, bounces past one, now starting to run forward upfield, breaking a couple of tackles, dragging 2-3 defenders with him, eventually brought down. Still working the counter ruck, and ruck trying to get possession of the ball, finally get it on the side of blue, go to the short side of the field again. Picked out by the scrum half. 1-2 passes, and off and running up the center of the field, now breaking out to the left, attempts a fend, gets brought down. Ball is out, moving to the short side of the field again. Ball is out, moving towards the center. Through the hands. Another pick and go. Another pass to himself, bounced off the ground, picked it up. Through the hands, one. Flipped it to the outside, bounced it, unable to bring it in, kicked it. The referee has signaled that was a knock-on. For the second half, blue is about to kick off. Ball is up and to the far side of the field. Fielded cleanly by the Sharks, brought down in the tackle. Off and running to the center of the field. And referee has signaled diving off your feet. So penalty is awarded to blue. Fortunately, in their attempt to take a quick tap, they didn't take it from the mark. And so they will be brought back to try again. And this time they've elected to kick the touch. Ball is in the touch. Almost directly 90 degrees from where he was standing. But it did effectively go into touch. They're now going to have the line out. And we will have the line out right around the 22 of their opponent. Ball is up, in, and down to blue. Brought down in the tackle, able to offload from the ground. Chipped ahead, over the top of the defense, he's rolling, and it was out of the back of the try zone. And it would be a scrum at the 5-meter mark to blue. Ball is out and going to the far side of the field and got it down for a try immediately off of the scrum. See, that puts blue up 2 tries to 1 for red. It is no good. It's wide. Kick is away. Did not go the requisite 10 meters. So they will come back for a penalty scrum at the 50. The ball will be in the hands of the Sharks. Looking around to the left side, the far side of the field. But it is turned over into the hand of blue. Nice little offload. Brought down by the defense. And they steal the ball, so it's a turnover. Yeah, referee's arm was out for an advantage for the knock on by red. No advantage gained, so he will bring it back for the penalty. Scrum down in the center of the field. The ball is out, and to the hand of blue, coming around the far side. One pass doesn't go to hand and comes off of the supporting player, so it will be a turnover to red. We do have an injured player down on the field at this time on the red side, so the referee has called a stop to the match temporarily. Nice route retreat. Okay, so we return to the second half. The young man is being assisted from the field. He is on his own 2 feet, so that's always a good sign. But he might not be returning to this match, unfortunately. Referee has restarted the match with the scrum. Ball to red. They are running to the center of the field, moving from left to right, attempting to create some space, but have found some pretty strong defenders in the center of the field. Maintaining possession, now moving the ball from right to left. Again, heavy contact, one pass and into contact. Quick hit off of the breakdown. Another quick take, this time to the left. Another quick take, this time by the scrum half, who dumps it back. Now the ball comes out to the right, tipped by one, tipped by two, goes to red, goes forward when it does so. And so the referee has indicated a forward pass, which will award the ball to blue. It's certainly unintentional. It was one of those kind of knock it up in the air and it kind of floated forward, whether if you really wanted it to or not. But that is the end result, and the referee caught it. So he has no choice but to adjudicate. We'll have a scrum with blue to put in, just outside red's 22. And comes around the corner of the scrum, straight into the defense, brought down. Ball is out, moving from our right to left, far side of the field, coming back to the near side. Again, another pass to the near side, wide open, bobbles the pass, knocks it forward. And whistle. Sometimes folks don't always hear it in the heat of the moment, so you got to give them an extra little reminder. Play is dead at that time. Don't want anybody to get hurt. Red with the put in at the scrum, outside their own try zone, but behind their 22. The ball was out, to the left, kicked ahead to the center of the field, bounces once and stays up pretty high, collected by Blue, who comes back across the field to the far side, offload successfully, going through, and scores the try. Defense wasn't quite able to catch up to him and get a hand on him. They were really close. It was a little in doubt, but eventually he was able to outpace them and definitely get in the try zone. By my count, that is 3 tries for Blue and 1 for Red. Taking up and unsuccessful. And that signals the end of the match.